What's up, everybody? How you guys doing out there on this fine Saturday evening, babies? Let me get a tweet out nice and quick. What should we say today? Dearest, at Marvel Champions. See, why does it do that? I hit tab. That's why I don't. That's why. Why does it do Melinda Gates? I don't get it. I do at M. Marvel Champions is at top. It's highlighted. I'm going to hit tab. That time it did it. Was it too fast last time? I don't know, man. But for some reason it likes to tell me to tweet to Melinda Gates. Gates. Alright, anyway. Still waiting on the videos, sir? I know. You know what? I'll explain in just a moment. That's what tonight's tweet's going to be, actually. I have a serious problem where I talk too much. Help. Oh, God, my voice. I have a serious problem where I talk too much. Help. Tweet. Let's get out of here. So, that is a big head. B Manny. Hey, the first time I heard that, you know what I mean? I have a big head. I tried putting on hats for a long time, and then just, I couldn't fit in them. Joe Mama, first one in here, followed by Abdi M, Big Joe, Doc Schmalik. Sup. Oh, Shark sending over 3. Hold on, I just realized I need to change this. There we go. Shark, thank you very much for the 3 with the the weird pump action hippo guy again. Oh man. Shark, thank you very much, dude. Last one just saying, but Shark, appreciate it, dude. You know what's coming next. A little pump action, one of these. Slap. Oh, God, my voice is done for, man. It is done for. Let's get the cutoffs going. I don't think it's a problem that you talk too much. A lot of people like in-depth conversation. One of the reasons why Joe Rogan does so well. That's true. That's true. It is I mean, podcasts are becoming... not even becoming. They have become, like, one of the biggest forms of entertainment, right? Oh, man. Okay, so here's the thing. Yesterday, I said that I couldn't upload the video about the balance changes because I recorded a video. It was an hour long. I tried again. It was 48 minutes long. I tried a third time. It was 45 minutes long. Today, I recorded it again. I will be uploading it. Here's the problem, though. It ended up being longer. I don't know how, dude. I don't know how. I tried my best. Maybe I don't know, dude. I can't explain it. But it ended up being like 52 minutes long or something like that. I just didn't have enough time to actually render it out. So I'm going to hit render after the stream tonight. It will get uploaded. It's just, I'm done. I'm moving on. It's over. Whatever. Maybe some people will enjoy it. Hope that some of you do. Long talk about it. I'm going to call it a long talk, just like I called the Alliance 4 video a long talk, and leave it at that. 52 minutes about the balance updates. It really is mostly just talking. You guys can, if you do want to tune into it, you can listen to it podcast style. You don't need to watch. But anyway. Sergeant Bourne said it over 2. Thank you very much. Saying, bro, what's up? What time zone are you? Love the streams. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate the kind words, the $2, all of it. Thank you, man. Time zone, I'm in Pacific time zone. I'm in the Seattle, Washington area, west coast of the United States. Thank you very much for the 2, dude. Appreciate it, man. All right. Let's get started, eh? Hello, sir. I'm here. What's the Nova score look like on target? Get it, son. You know, it's not looking great, but I'm gonna go for it still. Should be okay. Should be all right. Speaking of, I was going to dump my energy, but you know what? Because I am a little bit far behind right now, I'm only at 5.9 million. I need to just go. We'll worry about the energy later. I'm doing fine energy-wise for questing content this month anyway. So, yeah. I mean, it's not. Look, it looks a little bit far behind. I'm almost about 6 million, which I want to get to like 13 million or something, but. I can run my 5 stars again tonight. They'll be off of cooldown very soon, so I'll be able to run those. I get almost 3 million. It's about 3 million per round of 5 stars. I can run them again in the morning as well before the arena's over. So I'll get 6 million points there if I just run my maxed out 4 stars a couple of times. That'll be the additional million to get me to 13. So 2 rounds of the 5 stars, 2 rounds of my maxed out 4 stars. Good to go. Were you going for Nova? Yeah, I'm going for Nova. Going for Nova. Are you scared that the virus is in Yo City? I did hear about that, but no. You'd have to go outside, I think, to catch that. So I'm all right. I mean, I'm joking because I'm hoping, but I think I'll be all right. I don't know. Sub BG, sub Ian. Oh, Baldwin, please share with me your wisdom. Symbiote Toast. First off, I like your name. Second, what sort of wisdom would you like? I can share it all. Scene got 3-star Nova. Dang, congrats. Basically, you just won the game right there. 3-star Nova, right? Yo, BG, can you check Twitter? I sure can. What do we got, man? What's up? What do we got? What do we got? Hold on. Hold on. Let me pop it on screen. Okay, use my rank 1 6-star Human Torch against the Abyss Infinity Man. No boost with and without pre-fight. Without got him to 40 to 41% in one try. Posted a video of the one with the pre-fight. Got to 25%. He wrecks this fight. Nice, dude. Yeah, looks like it. Doesn't even need to be ranked up, huh? That's cool, man. I got a 6-star torch myself that is not ranked up, so I will certainly keep that in mind. But nice, dude. Looking good. Looking great. Brian, when are you going to do the Abyss? Not anytime soon. I don't really know. Probably 2025, something like that, approximately. PG, any wedding tips? Getting married February 28th. Ooh, wedding tips. Well, I've only been married a couple times in my life, so I don't know if I have too many tips. Wedding tips. Wedding tips. I don't know. I guess my best tip I have is just to try to enjoy it. You know, it's a stressful time, or at least it can be a very stressful time. A lot of people stress out about their wedding for one reason or another. It's expensive. You want to make sure everything goes right. You want the day to be good. Weather-wise, you want to make sure everyone's having a good time. All that stuff. Just let it go. They're there for you. They'll find a way to have a good time and all that. Just relax and yeah, just try your best to enjoy the day. I mean, assuming that's also talking about receptions and stuff like that. If it's literally just like just the marriage part, like the ceremony. I don't know if I have any tips for that actually. Dap, what's up, dude? The greatest of the greats. I'm going to bed. I can barely keep my eyes open. Have a fantastic night or day wherever you all are. All right, Shark. Have a good one, dude. Night, man. EGA prepared for everyone to ask when you're going to do the Abyss. Everyone already has been asking when I'm going to do the Abyss. I thought real hard about making a video. I decided not to make a video about that one. It's a little complicated. But no, I'm just gonna whatever. The Abyss is new. People are curious. The Abyss will happen when it happens. Probably 2025. For now, that's all I'm gonna say. Sweet though, fill the monotonously boring hour of my existence. Thank you, BG. I look forward to watching it all for the balance update. All right, Shane, got it, man. Have you guys heard of the guy who got 10.9k viewers on Twitch when he literally watched paint dry because of a joke from one of his viewers? Oh my gosh, that was funny. I have not heard about that. No, that's pretty cool though. Item list tomorrow, Brain? Yes, item list tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. Probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 13 hours or so from right now, I would say. Roughly, give or take. You know, it's a little bit hard to say during the day if I got something else that I need to also do. But yeah, probably about 13 hours from now. Item list 6.2 item list is back on now that variant 4 is complete, and we're gonna get in there. We're gonna get dirty, man. It's time to get down and dirty. Only 5 paths left, and they're difficult paths. There's no guarantee that I will be completing a path tomorrow. It's probably more likely that I'll be failing tomorrow than anything, but if I can make it through a path, it'll also be pretty hype. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited. Oh, speaking of the Abyss, Legacy is probably streaming right now, right? Let me see. Let me check. Yeah. Oh, he's doing the final path too. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys are interested in watching a Canadian man 100% clear the labyrinth, but he is live right now. So, yeah, if you guys want to check that out, go send Lag some love and all that. ABG, I don't care when you do the Abyss, but I'll enjoy watching when you do. Real question is, when you join in Legacy's victory lap. Oh, there we go. Speaking of Legacy stream, is he going to do a victory lap? I hope he does a victory lap, man. I don't know how far along he is on his final. Oh, I should have checked. Hold on. Let me see how long he's been streaming it for. He's been going now for... Oh, it doesn't say on this page. Hold on. He's been going for... Started 3 hours ago. Okay, so he's probably pretty far in there. He's probably pretty good ways in there, man. I know you're keeping it close to the chest on why, and I don't care to pester on why, but do you have an expected ETA when you may get back into the Forlokian family? I do not. No, it's... Yeah, no. And I can't really say why either, because that would say the other part of it, and yeah. One of those things where I just gotta stay quiet in this one. So we're doing a ContestChampion half raid? I'm wondering, maybe we should raid Legacy. I mean, you know, most... seems like a lot of people are already over there as it is, so it's not going to be that big of a raid. But I'm thinking maybe we should cut tonight's stream a little bit early, stream for like an hour or so, and then try to join in on the final bits of Legacy's 100%. We can do something like that. So yeah, we'll probably do something like that. I mean, I'm gonna be doing some extra streaming tomorrow anyway to kind of make up for it. Plus, I mean, come on, this is Legacy 100% clearing the Abyss. That's pretty freaking hype, man. Will you ever be telling us about your opportunity? At some point, yes. It's nothing that you guys need to know right now anyway, just because, yeah, it's nothing to do with anything MCOC wise or Marvel or any of that stuff. Some people think Kabam hired me, which would be nuts considering we don't even live in the same country and all that. So yeah. Sergeant Bourne sending over another 2. Thank you very much, saying you among others inspired me to love the arena. Nice, dude. Yeah, the arena is where it's at. Honestly, you get everything you need from the arena. You get the gold, you get the units, you get the ISO, you get the champions, you get it all. Arena, pretty OP. Of course, it does take a lot of time, so yeah. Whatever you do, try not to burn yourself out. Oh, come on. You evaded that? You butthead. But yeah, man, Arena is definitely where it's at. Sergeant Bourne, thank you very much for the now $4. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Dale saying he's hours from finish, like multiple hours. That's true. I did ask him earlier today how long the average path was taking. I think he said 6 hours. Does anyone know? Does anyone want to ask him like approximately how far away he is from finishing? Oh man, don't ask because of me. Just ask in general in the chat. Don't let him know I'm asking. Just say, hey man, approximately how long more? BG's retired in Hawaii. His Merc is grinding and is pre-recorded. Yes, yes to both of those. Oh man. It'd be pretty nice. It'd be pretty nice to. I've always had. It's always been a dream of mine to stay in Hawaii, not forever, but just for like a month. You know, it's such a long flight out there and everything. Actually, from where we are right now, it's not as long, I guess. But we were thinking about going to Hawaii once back when we were living in New Jersey. That was actually going to be our honeymoon, and then, yeah, plans changed. But it's a long trip from the East Coast. But anyway, it'd be nice. A place like Hawaii, that's like as close to paradise as it gets, probably, right? And just to be able to stay out there and really relax and really let it all set in, instead of just like, you know, that first day after traveling, you're kind of recuperating from the traveling, and then as you're getting closer to leaving, that's all you're thinking about. Like, all right, we gotta pack, we gotta get all this stuff ready. I want to go to Hawaii for like a month, you know. It'd be nice to go there at all, but never been. But yeah. I don't know why, but I rather like to watch Guy talking about nerfs than skilled players' last Path of the Abyss. That's cool, man. You're welcome to watch whatever you want. Glad you like this stream where I'm even though we're not talking about nerfs today. I definitely do talk about nerfs a lot. BGA, I know you're saying saving 5-star shards for Surfer for possible future prestige. That is correct. Does the fact Abyss will give you 3 rank 3 6 stars change that at all? If you got Surfer, at best he'd be 4th prestige. Not really. So eventually, yes. Eventually, yes, he would be lower on the prestige list. However, right now, hold on. Let's actually go take a look at things. Let's go take a look at Aunt May, and I'm gonna take a look at one of the highest prestige champions in the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dr. Doom. After I finish this fight, of course. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. Doom. Here we go. Doom. Rank 3 6-star champion. What's his prestige at? 10,434. It's not bad, except it wouldn't make my top 5. You know, what I'm getting at is I wouldn't necessarily rank 4 prestige when it comes to 6 stars. I'm not saying I would necessarily take Doom to rank 3 unawakened. Maybe I would. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. I mean, I guess you also don't have control over what class catalyst you get, right? So I guess if I did get a Mystic Catalyst, and I did have a 6-star Doom, which I don't even have, I actually probably would take Doom up to rank 3. He's so cool, man. He's so good. Doesn't really need to be awakened. But point is, yeah, he wouldn't make my top prestige, especially being free to play. It's very difficult to not only awaken champions. Let's see, Sig level 1. Sig level 1, he would make my top prestige. It is very high. So if I got the awakening gem or something like that. But to get like Sig stones to Sig champions up and all that, Being free to play, man, there is almost zero opportunity to get sig stones. You do get sig stones from the Abyss. You do get sig stones. There's going to be increased ways to get sig stones in the future, no doubt, from things like the 4th of July, future Cyber Monday deals, all that stuff. But we might see someone they introduce the Cavalier difficulty, the final bit of Act 6. But for right now, you know, I would probably have to save the Tier 5 class Catalyst more than anything. So, BG, my first 6-star champion, Venom the Duck. Nice, man. Congrats. Good stuff. Ever leave the U.S.? I have never left the United States, no. Although soon, at some point, I will be going to Canada. I don't know when. In a few months or something like that. We'd like to organize some sort of Vancouver meetup. And for years now, I've been wanting to visit the Kabam studio. And just never have. I said to Lags, BG demands to know exactly how long you have to go. Thanks, Dale. Thanks a lot. Barely have any gold. Should I rank up 6-star Clairvoyant or 6-star Stark Spidey? There's a 6-star Stark Spidey? That's got to be a typo, right? Well, it depends on who you need. They're very different champions. I like both of them, sort of. I should say they're both powerful. Because I don't really like Stark Spidey. But they are both powerful champions. So, it depends on who you need as far as who you should rank up. Go on holiday and stream the Abyss like Seed. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going to do, the Abyss. Eventually. BG will do the Abyss when he finishes the website. There we go, Pixie Bell. That's the right answer right there. Does Brian go for Nova? Yeah. I'm going for 4-star Nova. 4-star Nova so we can do the testing. Hopefully I get him. Brian just pulled 6-star Domino. Nice. But I already have 5-star maxed out, unduped. Should I take the 6-star to rank 2? I would not recommend it. Current rank 5 stars are Namor and Blade. Namor, Blade, Medusa, Thing, Stark Spidey, Ghost, Hype, and Domino, which is your only unduped 565, and plan to take Aegon and Havoc, also unduped. Yeah, I wouldn't do it, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how frequently you're using Domino, and if you really truly feel like you need 2 Dominoes, one for Alliance Quest, one for Alliance War, something like that, then okay. But usually Domino is not that type of character. Normally 1 Domino, like she's a great champion, but normally 1 Domino is enough. You know, and there is a small difference in stats for the 6-star at rank 2 compared to the 565, so it's slightly better, plus you have the adrenaline bonus for a 6-star, but still, all these things I wouldn't think are good enough to justify the rank up resources over just kind of spreading the wealth a little bit, getting some other rank up, other champions ranked up. YouTube didn't notify me, even though it's set to let me know you are on. That's YouTube for you. Sometimes they're just like that. Why is there no 6-star Blade? I don't know. I would say I'm sure eventually there will be one, but then again, we haven't seen a 6-star, or we haven't seen some 5 stars yet, so maybe we will never get 6-star Blade. But if I had to guess, it's because Blade is already so popular as a 5-star. Less popular these days than he was in the past, for sure, but still very popular. Still one of the most common champions ranked up. And for good reason, he's still powerful. And yeah, maybe they just want to give players a chance to play different champions. Give players a chance to pull different champions. BG, I'm sorry I've already talked about it, but what's your thoughts on the Namor rebalance? John, I've been trying for the past few days now to put out a video on it. I finally re-recorded it again today, and it's going to be a 52-minute long video. The Namor part in particular is like the last 15 minutes or something. I will save most of it for that. I'll give you the quick answer that Namor is still going to be a good champion. I won't be ranking down my Namor, but I'm not really happy with the changes to Namor. It's not a huge deal. It's the regen in particular that I'm talking about. It's really not a huge deal, but yeah, for a few reasons I don't like it, and I'll save the longer explanation of why for that video. It's not rendered yet. It's recorded. I just have to render it, which is going to take a little while since it's such a long video, so it'll likely be posted either in the wee hours of the morning or some point tomorrow. BG, I know you've been asked this 100 times already, but when do you plan on tackling the Abyss? I'm more into flag football. I don't really want to play tackle. You know, there's a lot of injuries, and they're permanent injuries, as we're finding out. It's just not good. So yeah, I won't be tackling the Abyss anytime soon, but come 2025, that's when I'll do the Abyss. BG, should I take my 5-star Human Torch or Gladiator Hulk to rank 4? Kind of depends on what you need. Both champions are quite good for different reasons. It really depends on what you need. Human Torch, I would say, is probably the way to go, just because Gladiator Hulk, I mean, they're both somewhat situational champions. Yeah, you really could go either way. They're both somewhat situational champions, I feel. Hold that thought. Dun 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 dun. Lola. Fixed it? Okay, thank you. Okay, back to those two champions, though. They're both somewhat situational. And they both can be played not at the highest ranks for, like, their best, you know, what they're needed for. In general, I probably would favor Torch, though, unless you did have a need to rank up that Gladiator Hulk. Just because I feel like I would get more use out of Torch compared to Gladiator Hulk. But you really can go either way, and as far as the best decision to make, I can't really make that for you, because it does depend on the content you're trying to go up against. But I favor Torch. My money is on 2035? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Is there a reason why you don't stream on Twitch? I did try streaming on Twitch once, and the audience for this game is just on YouTube. Kind of as simple as that. I prefer Twitch myself, for a number of reasons. Number one, it wouldn't clog my channel up with a whole bunch of live streams, where I could feel better about videos not getting lost. You know, if it takes me a little bit longer to work on a video, to put, you know, some extra effort into it. Right now, I feel like sometimes it doesn't get seen in the sea of live streams. Sometimes doesn't get seen in the sea of live streams. So I would prefer to stream on Twitch. I've even thought about streaming on a different channel, kind of like Rich the Man is doing now. And I just like some of the features that Twitch has in general over YouTube. Some of the things on YouTube are a bit better, I will say. I do like that you guys get to pick your own icons. My memory is not the best, and sometimes just looking at your guys' names, if you don't have an icon, like a unique icon, sometimes it's just harder for me to like remember a name and like the past conversations we had, whereas something as simple as just a little icon, even if I can't even make out the details of that icon, because seriously, it's very small, it's still enough for me to like trigger something in my brain that allows me to remember a little bit better. So I do like that part of YouTube. On Twitch, it feels more like you guys are like the chat, just in general. Whenever I'm on Twitch, at least, that's how it feels. Like the chat in general is, it's more like one entity. You know, it's like a legion rather than individuals. So I actually really do like that about YouTube. I don't get that same feeling That said, I probably will be streaming on Twitch a little bit. I've been thinking about it. I've been kind of wanting to stream on Twitch for years now, just a little bit, just to see if I even like it. I don't know if I'll even like streaming other games. I didn't think I was going to like streaming MCOC, so I feel like I need to at least try streaming a different game to see if I'd like it. And yeah, if I did stream a different game, it would be over on Twitch. And Celeste, a game that I've been wanting to play for the longest time, just so happens to be on sale right now for like $6, and I actually got it. So yeah, it's the first game I bought in a long time. I don't know if that'd be the game I'd stream, but eventually I want to play that game, one way or another. Is willpower worth investing in if I don't plan on using suicides? Absolutely. Willpower is in almost every single one of my mastery builds. If you don't run suicides, you end up having a lot more masteries to play with. You know, and there's just... I consider willpower to be one of the strongest value pickups out of any of the mastery trees, regardless of suicides or not. We'd all follow you to Twitch at this point. You have a good following to move if you wanted to. I tried that. I'm telling you, I tried that. There was, you know, I'd already been streaming on YouTube for a while. I tried going over to Twitch. I was over there for, I think, 40 days in total. Part of the reason why I stopped was also because they denied me partnership. There was no... I don't think there was an affiliation program back then, or if there was, it was more strict, where basically you had to be partnered, and I didn't meet the requirements for that. And you know, part of the reason why I wanted to go over there, this was actually before there were custom emojis on YouTube. Part of the reasons why I wanted to go over there is because I thought it'd be cool to have the custom emojis, and you know, especially spread across all of the people. Like, I was thinking, hey, maybe if I go to Twitch, other people will join me, and then we have multiple channels. Everybody has different custom emojis you can use. I feel like that would make the streams more fun in a way, since on YouTube you can use the custom emojis I have if you're a member on my channel, but you can't use it on someone else's. On Twitch, it works differently. If you are a subscriber is the term over there, then you can use their custom emojis on any channel. Plus, subscribing over there is free if you have Amazon Prime. So, yeah, it's just there's a bunch of good reasons, to like Twitch. But at the end of the day, you know, it's... At the end of the day, like, the most important thing is just kind of keeping everyone together, I guess. So yeah. Right, if they ask me one more question about the website or the Abyss or any other cheeky BS, I'm a flip Grant. Wow. No, man, I really don't mind being asked questions over and over for the most part. There's like, none of the questions I've been asked today bother me. I'll answer them 100 times. I don't care. I mean, the only thing that kind of bothers me is mentally I'm thinking like, oh man, the person in the stream is probably tired of hearing me answer the same question. So there's that side of it. But otherwise, yeah, I don't get tired of questions really. That's what my last job was. You know, I was a supervisor, and there was a lot of kind of gray area to the job, just dealing with people, right? And so yeah, because there was a lot of gray area involved, there was a lot of decisions that needed to be made, and I was getting the same questions over and over and over again for, you know, 8 to 10 hours a day about things that I didn't care as much about, things that were less interesting to me. So yeah, answering the same questions a few times throughout a live stream, a couple hours a night, doesn't bother me one bit. What's the easiest way to get suicides? I need them. Save your units. Stop spending units on crystals. Grind the arena. Save the units that you get from the monthly event quests, from the story quests, from the calendar. Whatever way you're getting units, the 3-day alliance events, but mostly you get units from the arenas, and it is going to take time. It's going to take time to build up to it, but it's the most valuable thing that you can spend your units on, in my opinion. It is a permanent value. If you compare, if you're having trouble saving units because you're spending them on crystals, think about this. You open up a crystal, you have a chance. It's not even a guarantee. You have a chance to get a champion that will help you. It's a relatively low chance, right? It's a low chance to get a high star rating out of them. And then it's, additionally, it's a low chance to get the champion that you're looking for. So it's just a low chance to get one champion that may help you. Whereas the masteries, it's a guaranteed way to increase the power of every single champion on your account. The value is in the masteries. Eric, in my case, I had to sleep with him. What? Oh, how to be a mod. Wow. Yeah, Eric, hit me up after the stream. God, that's terrible. Oh man, I immediately regret the past 20 seconds of this stream. Yeah. No, it's just there's no way to become a mod, really. It's, you know, sometimes I make new mods when I feel like there's no mods in the chat if we need mods, but for the most part, we have enough mods in here. Yeah. Why is prestige so important? Well, prestige determines the rewards that you get from Alliance Quest. Actually, to take a step back, the higher your prestige is, the harder the opponents are. Actually, hold on. Let's just totally rewind this a bit. Let's just define prestige from the top. So every champion in this game has a prestige. It's their base. It's the champion's base hero rating before it gets inflated from putting points in masteries or synergies or boosting or anything like that. So each individual champion has a prestige. Then each player has a prestige because it's the average of their top 5 highest prestige champions. And then the Alliance has a prestige as well, which is the average of every member's prestige within that Alliance. Then the Alliance prestige is accounted for when determining the difficulty of the opponents that you fight in Alliance Quest. And the more difficult the opponents are in Alliance Quest, the more points you get for defeating them. The more points you get, the better rewards you get. BG, should I rank 5 Cap Infinity or Warlock? Goal is to 100% Act 6.3. I can put 200 SIGs in Cap Infinity. 100% 6.3. Oof. I did find Cap to be pretty useful in some cases. I'm trying to think about all the fights. You know, I did a Legends run, so I was kind of just blowing through a lot of it without paying attention and just trying to go as fast as I could. So it's hard for me to say which one's more important. But I did end up using Cap Infinity for a solid chunk of the fights, and I'm more inclined to lean towards Cap for 6.3 specifically. Yeah, hard to say. If anyone else has any input, any thoughts on Cap versus Warlock for 6.3. Like, they're both great champions to have, just, you know, for the future. So eventually you probably want to get both of them ranked up if you can, but yeah, leaning more towards Cap, I think. But definitely get a second opinion on that. Simon S sent it over to, thank you very much, saying, hey BG, I'm Cav, only 6.1 clear, have finished only variant 2 100%, cleared variant 4, but haven't touched variant 1 or 3. Wondering who best to rank for next progression, Act 6, question mark. 5-star Blade, Aegon, Venom the Duck, Thing, Dr. Rock to rank 5, or 6-star Doom, Domino to rank 2. Have Max, 5-star Domino, and Corvus. Thanks. Okay, there's a lot of info here. Let me see. So you cleared Variant 4, but haven't touched Variant 1 or 3. Okay. Honestly, when it comes to progression, now that you're Cavalier already, the rewards versus the difficulty and everything that you get from Variant compared to Act 6, I would recommend sticking with the Variants for now. Okay. Finished Variant 2 100%, cleared Variant 4, but haven't touched Variant 1 or Variant 3. Okay, so Variant 3 is probably going to be the next way to go. Let me see if you have a good option for it, though. So, Blade, Aegon, no, not really. Venom the Duck, no. Thing, no. Doc Ock, he'll be useful for it, but he certainly doesn't need to be... he doesn't need a high rank, really. Or... he doesn't need max rank, at least. It sounds like you may already have him at rank 4. That's plenty enough. Or Doom, Domino rank 2. Well, definitely not Domino to rank 2, since you already have maxed out 5-star Domino. You need to diversify a little bit at this point, I would say. But okay, it seems like, actually I take it back, Variant 3, it might be best to continue waiting until you pull a better champion for Variant 3, someone like Ghost or Sentinel or Stark Spidey or something like that. So let's see, if Variant 3 ain't the way to go, then what is? I'd probably lean towards Aegon, actually. You know, as you're getting towards the later stages of Act 6, Aegon is proving to be pretty strong there. It'll also help you with Variant 1, since you haven't touched Variant 1. Aegon is actually pretty good in the first chapter. You can only use him in the first chapter. It's the only place you could use skill champions in Variant 1. He'll be pretty good there. He'll be better than Blade, for example, since there's a lot of robots that you can't bleed. Yeah, I think I would go Aegon if I were in your shoes. The only other thing to really think about is that your current rank 5s, being Domino and Corvus, they're already very high damage dealing champions. I mean, Aegon has utility along with damage, but I wonder if getting other utility like Thing. No, I'd probably go Aegon. I'd probably go Aegon if I were you. And yeah, I would work on Variant 1, the first chapter. Variant 1 is really difficult, but the first chapter isn't that bad. So you can clear that out. Try to get the 2015 rank up gems that will help you to rank up some other champion, or the one 2015 rank up gem at least that can help you rank up someone. And then yeah, you can use Aegon for some of the fights in Act 6. I think that's what I would do. And then as soon as you got an appropriate champion for Variant 3, then I'd probably kind of lean towards ranking up that champion when you eventually do pull them, and then hit Variant 3. But yeah, okay. Last thing before one last thing is that you could also choose to just wait and rank up a champion for some other area of the game too. And like I said, because you already have some hard hitters with Domino and Corvus, if you wanted to round out your roster in some other way that might help for like Alliance Quest. I don't know how you're doing an Alliance Quest right now. If you feel like you need some additional help there, it's certainly not a bad idea to rank up like an Alliance Quest champion or War or something. Where Aegon, I don't think is helpful in AQ or AW, you know. But dude, thank you very much for the 2. I hope that at least helps somewhat. It is a tough call. I hope that helps a little. Oh, and the one champion I didn't mention was Doom. Doom is really good, but I would keep him at rank 1 for now and probably go with someone else, honestly. But he will be good later on to rank up. Okay. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? Got lost in Legacy stream and then was like, wait, I'm late to the banana party, the banana raid party. We'll go view him after he's killing it. All right, man. Welcome. Speaking of, yeah, wait, I never saw. So, does anyone know approximately how long Legacy has left in his stream? I definitely want to raid him before his stream is over. I want to cheer him on for his Abyss 100%. Does anyone know where he's at? Hold on, I guess I could. Let me see something. Pop this open. He's fighting a Korg right now. Actually, yeah, that doesn't help me. I don't know how far along that means he is. Halfway down? Okay. Lag says a long way. Okay. All right. Cool. I just want to make sure we're not going to do a raid to his stream after he's already done. All right. Cool. Let's keep going then. And after this round, I'm gonna go dump some energy. Hey BG, would an equity mastery work good for Mr. Fantastic? Yeah, sort of. Let's go take a look at inequity. Inequity, since it's a mastery that doesn't get talked about a whole lot. Inequity. Okay. So, it passively reduces enemy attack by 2%, which goes up to 6% if you max it out. So let's just say 6%. Passively reduces enemy attack by 6%. For each debuff they are currently suffering from, up to a maximum of 36% reduction. So, yeah, I mean, reducing the opponent's attack is great, but it only reduces the opponent's base attack. Something to keep in mind. And in some areas, that's fine, and in other areas, not so much fine. If you're fighting in, let's say, Alliance War, where they have nodes that increase their attack by 100% or something like that, it's actually still pretty nice. Like, let's say they increase their attack by 100%. You know, instead of reducing their total attack by 36%, essentially it reduces their total attack by 18%. Which, like I said, it's still pretty good. Still pretty significant for only putting 3 points in a mastery. Assuming you have enough debuffs to max it out. Assuming you have 6 debuffs on the opponent. But yeah, the value of it goes down. The more the opponent gains attack from other sources other than base attack is what I'm trying to say. A little bit confusing, maybe the way I worded it. But yeah, in some cases, it can actually be a really powerful mastery. It has definitely saved me in the past. I hear Mr. Fantastic is pretty good for Labyrinth. I don't know if that's true or not, but in something like Labyrinth, the same way like in Realm of Legends, if we pop in Realm of Legends, we can't really see it so well or so easily in Labyrinth. But if we look at Realm of Legends, these guys, they don't have any nodes. There's no global node that's increasing their attack. So, you know, reducing their overall attack by 36% is a lot. And it's the same way in Labyrinth. There's no global node that increases their attack. But then you look at something like Act 5, pop in there real quick too. And we can see that the effectiveness of inequity is really low. Let's go Act 5. Let's go look at the Collector quest. And you see the global increases the champion's attack and health by actually 350%. So inequity here, practically worthless. All right. Let's get back to... Yeah, let's go do an energy dump somewhere. Any other good way to kill Wolverine, Realm of Legends, besides guillotine? Tons of ways. Yeah, guillotine is not even near the top of the list of ways to take down Wolverine these days. That was only in the past. If you found a video saying that guillotine is the solution to Wolverine, you're looking at an old video. You just need some way to either block or ideally reverse the champion's healing. Void is my preferred way to handle it. I feel like it takes the least amount of skill. That's most reliable with Void. Other champions can kill them even faster, but there's a little less room for error. But yeah, you just need to bring the right champion. All right, let me ditch these guys. But Captain America Infinity War is another way. But then you also have to have some other champions alongside him. Human Torch is another way. And really, anyone that applies lots of debuffs with the Despair Mastery will get the job done. Bro, it's your time zone. Pacific, West Coast, United States. Kales, sending over £2. Thank you very much. Where you at? Saying, hey BG, after getting Uncollected, what's the best to focus on next? Straight to 5.3 or something else? If you can, if you're able to do a single clear throughout all of Act 5, that's probably best. But yeah, if that's too difficult, hey, no rush. Go back and 100% whatever other quests you haven't 100% is what I'd recommend. You're definitely not ready for the variant difficulties, I would say, at that point. Or most likely not ready, I should say, because I don't know, maybe you're difficulty-wise, the variants are a big step up from Uncollected, but hey, some people are really, really good at this game. But yeah, I would recommend trying to do an initial clear of Act 5 100%. And yeah, don't like I said though, don't rush it. Don't rush it. Save your resources, take your time with it. It's not that big of a deal to get it done right away. Those rewards will be there. But thank you very much for the £2. I really appreciate it. Open 5-star Crystal and got 5-star Namor. Nice, man. Congrats. Great pull, even though he's getting a slight balance adjustment. Still a great champion. BG, trying my hand at Labyrinth now. I have Aegon, 8 fights down, only 20 level 2 potions, sitting at 90% health. Nice, dude. Yeah, he crushes it. BG, how does all the math work in the game? No clue when something's multiplicative or additive. Hinach, a great question, man. It's tricky. It's definitely not always that clear the way things work. Like I was just talking about, let's go back to the masteries real quick. We're just talking about inequity, right? Let's read the description one more time. Passively reduce enemy attack by 2% for each debuff they are currently suffering from, up to a maximum of 36% reduction. Then resonate. Physical contact attacks of your champions inflict a non-stacking weakness debuff that reduces enemy attack by 7% for 7 seconds. It's really not too obvious that inequity reduces the opponent's base attack, while resonate reduces their boosted attack, reduces their total attack. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where you gotta know. I don't even know how to say it. Like, it's not always made that clear, I guess. I guess it's one of the benefits of community testing and guides and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. Like there's definitely a lot of confusing parts. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm trying to think of other examples, but I think that's probably the best example I can come up with. Another good example is the Despair Mastery, how it reduces healing, but it does it Captain Planet style down to 0. It doesn't reverse it, whereas other abilities might not be super obvious that they reverse the healing even, you know? BG, I want to know your thoughts on champion balance changes and what you're going to do. Make a video? You've been lacking on videos. I know. I just recorded it again today. It's going to be like a 52-minute video, and I'm just going to upload it. And yeah, if you're really curious to watch man, see, that's what I hate about it. I hate putting people through it. 52 minutes. But yeah, it's going to go live. I haven't rendered it yet because it takes a long time to render a video that long. But I'm going to start the rendering after my stream tonight. So it'll either be uploaded in the wee hours of the morning if I end up staying up late enough, or I'll get some sleep and upload it tomorrow. EG, do you think it's impossible to complete Abyss without Doom? I don't know enough about the Abyss. I would say it's very likely that it's not impossible. Yeah, I don't think you need Doom. I'm sure he helps. I'm sure he saves resources, but it's probably doable without him. The day BG does Abyss is the day when he starts wearing pants. Pixie Bell, I'm actually wearing pants right now, believe it or not. Does that mean I'm doing the Abyss right now? After the changes to Cole, would you recommend taking him to rank 4? Emma and Stark Spidey are my only other rank 4s. Still need to do almost all of Act 5 and everything else. No, I wasn't really a big fan of Cole before the changes. The changes aren't that significant to him, but I just don't think he's that valuable of a champion in general, so I wouldn't recommend ranking him up. Save those rank up resources for another champion. I mean, so there's some situations like yours where you have rank up resources and those are your only 2 other champions. It can be hard to wait at times. I do still think it's the right move is to wait for another champ, but it's not like Cole is the worst champion ever. If you really wanted to, you know, rank him up and just to try to get some more content done and stuff like that, you can. But my advice is to wait. What's up, Sexy Beast? Eddie, what's going on, man? Hope you have a great stream. As always, sending positive vibes your way. Eddie, right back at you, man. Of course. Send those positive vibes right on back. ABG duped Aegon not too long ago. Do you think I should do Labyrinth ASAP? Thanks. I mean, you can. If you rank him up, absolutely. Like, the rewards for Labyrinth, they're still good. But of course, they're not as good relative to like today. From like back when Labyrinth was first released. So you don't necessarily have to rush through it. You could decide to rank up a different champion to focus on one of the variants if you wanted to. But I mean, you know, Aegon does crush the Labyrinth, and yeah, it's not a bad idea to go through there, that's for sure. So one of the good things about today is, like, in the past, the game, it felt a lot more linear, you know? It was like, okay, complete the acts in order, which is still the same, right? You still complete the acts in order. But once you complete Act 4, the next thing to do is Labyrinth. That's pretty much it. Why am I... Oh, God, I selected the wrong champion. These days, it's like, okay, what do you want to do? The world is your oyster. You can go take on Labyrinth. You can go do a variant. You can do it all. But especially now that Aegon is powerful for a lot of content, like the later acts of Act 6 and Abyss and everything, like Aegon is a very valuable rank up. BG just pulled a 5-star Clairvoyant recently. Is she worth the rank 5 unduped if I don't run Suicides? Probably still worth it, but I don't have a Claire myself, so you're gonna want to get a second opinion on that. BG, hope everything's going great. So I completed Act 5 100% not too long ago. Took up Nick Fury as my first rank 5. Act 6 is pretty tough, and haven't touched any of the variants. What should I do next? If you're saying Act 6 is pretty tough. If you're able to get the Cavalier title, if you're able to push through for that, that would be great, just so you can start getting those, those rewards, the daily crystal upgrade and stuff like that. If it's too difficult, that's fine. Don't rush it. Don't blow all of your resources on it. Start looking towards the variants. I would say probably start with variant 4, unless you just have a really good option for variant 2 or variant 3. But for most people, variant 4 is going to be the easiest. So yeah, I would look towards one of those things. Typically either variant 3 or 4, or just going for the Cavalier title. You broke the space-time continuum, BG, yeah. You hear about the way to farm infinite revives? Is there a new way? I haven't heard of a new way, if there's like some quest that just guarantees it. But there's kind of always been ways to farm infinite revives. Slowly. One of the new globals had me thinking. The global reduces ability axe reduction by 40%. So if someone brings Blade just with Ghost Rider and gets the plus 40% against villains, do they cancel each other out entirely? Or is each stat RNG based where they sometimes work and sometimes don't? In that case, I think it cancels out. I'm pretty sure. When it comes to stacking ability accuracy reduction like that, I think it is a additive type thing. Fairly certain of that. But even though I'm fairly certain, I can't say definitively. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure. Is there any benefit to saving PhDs, 3 and 4-star crystals if I need the ISO and champions? No. Pop them open. That's one of the benefits to saving them, is just to get the, to save the ISO for when you need it. If you're already overflowing on ISO, if you're already overflowing on ISO, then, yeah, kind of holding on to those crystals will allow you to save the ISO for later. Speaking of ISO, I need to make a rank up. I've got these tier 2 alphas that have been sitting here in the overflow for a long time. And you could tell one of them is about to go. Today is the day. I gotta do a level up. I will not be letting that tier 2 alpha expire. Level up event is on. Ooh, cosmic advancement too. Got the double level up. Whew. Venom Ziduck, anyone? Just kidding. I'm gonna be ranking up Sabretooth. But I will need some ISO probably. Let me see how my crystal stash is doing. Okay. A little low on the 4-star crystals. Hoping I would have like 20,000 shards. But that's okay. I'm not gonna do the rank up right now. Sorry if I gave that impression. Do you have any ideas? Any idea when you will delve into the abyss? Likely in 2025. It's gonna be a while. Place is scary, man. Real scary. Did you rank up roulette like old times? No way, man. My rank up resources, they're coming in slower these days. Those tier 2 alphas in the overflow, that was from when I was in 4 Loki still. It's not going to look like that anymore. Just got Uncollected, and I got Sigil for my birthday from my brother. Nice. That's a good brother. Then I went for the featured for 13k 5-star shards in the Black ISO market, and it got Doom. What? Well, dang, dude. Awesome. That's very awesome. Speaking of Doom, I'm using him right now. Yeah, Doom is one of the coolest characters in this game. Congrats. I don't know if today is your birthday or what, but happy birthday. You know you got to get your brother something on his birthday now, man. He helped you to get that Doom. Does anyone have any good tips on the best way to farm ISO? I'm in desperate need. The best way to get ISO is just by duplicating champions. You know, if we're talking about farming quests for ISO, they just don't give enough ISO to be worth it. So anything that you can do to open up more crystals is the best way to get more ISO. And farming arena happens to be one of the best ways to open up more crystals. Even just opening up the premium hero crystals and duplicating champions out of that. Yeah, it's one of the better ways. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay. Of course, you could also buy crystals and stuff like that, but that's an expensive way to do it. I left you for lags. That's okay. Oh, is Sabretooth good rank up? Should I take mine to rank 3? You don't seem too happy about that, judging by that emoji. Are you not psyched about getting a mutant tier 5 class catalyst coat? Aside from duping champs, what are the best ways to get ISO, whether class specific or not? Yeah, well, yeah. As I was just saying, there's really not too good of ways. Technically, some quests have better ISO than others, but we're talking about like it's just low amounts of ISO, you know, very low amounts of ISO for the effort that it takes. If you use a bunch of energy refills and you're plowing through something like Act 4 or something, you know, you'll end up with a decent chunk of ISO afterwards, but you have to be using a bunch of energy refills for that. If you just spend like your regular energy in a quest, there's no quest that you can do that will give you a significant amount of ISO. I guess sort of it depends on where you're at in the game. You know, if you need ISO to rank up like a 3-star, it could be a significant amount doing a quest, but if you need ISO to rank up like a 5-star, it's usually not going to be enough. I made Captain sing a cheer to lags. That's good. We'll be rating lags in a little bit here. Stream's been going for 1 hour and 10. I'm going to cut it a little bit short tonight, I guess. But to be honest, I don't really want to end the stream at the moment. So, yeah. I want to cheer lags on, but I don't really want to end the stream. So, we'll wait a little bit longer. He's not going to be finishing up just yet, so that's fine. We'll hang out for another 20 minutes or so. BG, read last, por favor. Alright, Jay, where's your last? BG, by the way, this keto thing is going great so far. Slimming down, and I have a huge burst of energy. Jay, that's awesome, man. Hold on, I'm getting my ass kicked here. Let me make sure not to die. I actually need the points. right now. Come on, Spidey. Don't evade, don't evade. He evaded! Oh, 1%. Oh, no! Evade again! Are you kidding me? The suicides killed me. Anyway. Cooking more, so walking around with a pocket full of money. No more takeout food. Nice, dude. Yeah, actually, dude, food is one of the most expensive things, man. Or it's just one of the best ways to save money, I guess. If you think about it, which I do think about this all the time. If, you know, if you go from spending, let's say you're getting takeout and you're spending like $15 a day on food or something like that versus cooking, you're probably spending like half of that. In some cases less. In some cases I was cooking food and it only cost like $3 a day. But let's just say you go from spending $15 a day down to $7.50 a day, right? So you're saving $7.50 a day. Over the course of a year, that's $2,737. That's a lot of bucks. That's pretty good, man. So yeah, food, every once in a while, you know, it's not, I don't think it's something that you need to really worry about. Every once in a while, spending a little bit extra on food, right? But if you are someone that eats takeout on the daily, it's a great way to save money. I spend 0 on food. I make BG pay. This is true. Yeah. Jay Divine sent it over $6, saying, "Here's 6, dude. You passing your savings on to me? Well, thanks, man. Hang on. Again, I really don't want to lose another 5-star fight. And Thing, I can sometimes die to Thing. So hold that thought. Finish this fight first. Okay, there we go. All right. Here's 6. Buy yourself a Twix. Get in the mix. And remember, they're only for kids. Silly rabbit. Twix. Wow. That would be tricks that are only for kids, okay? How dare you call me a silly rabbit also. But, dude, Jay, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the support as always. And, oh, I got to update the big old D, too. Hang on. Trying to update while not dying to Domino. Don't know if it's going successfully or not. Okay. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Damn, that's a lot of Cav crystals. Might have to switch over to beans. Yeah, man. Definitely. You ever listen to the Lonely Islands music? I've heard a few of their songs or watched a few of their videos. My favorite one is... what's the name of it? I threw it on the ground. Is that the name of it? Where, yeah, he's just throwing things in the ground. I think that's genius, man. I think that was really good. They've got some other ones that were pretty good too, but yeah, that one was the one I liked the most. If we were on Twitch right now, I would show you guys. It's a pretty short video, short song for those that haven't seen it, but not on YouTube. Ain't looking to get banned today. BG, what arena has better rewards for the effort? 6-star arena, 12 million points, or 5-star arena? Also take into account the rewards that come after the milestones. And thanks again. Everyone kind of makes a different, everyone has a different way of going about it. Some people really value the shards that you get, the 5-star shards from the arena that you could use your 6 stars in. Personally, I value the units more than anything. and I go after the 4-star arenas, the 4-star basic and 4-star featured, and then whatever leftover time I have, I put towards the arena to go for some 5-star shards. I really think that's the way to go personally. It's you do, so you get more units. You for sure get more units in the 4-star arenas versus time spent, unless you have just a very beefy 6-star roster. And you still get some shards there. It's not like you're getting no shards. So, hang on. Let me get out of this arena, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can get almost as many shards while still getting more units, kind of. Let's go check it out. BG, will you ever quit MCOC? I'm sure at some point, but I don't have any plans to at the moment. Okay. So, if we look at... so yeah, these are the 2 4-star arenas. The 5-star arena, the best ranked reward outside of getting the champion, of course, is 2,000 5-star shards. Keep that in mind. Looking at the 4-star arena, you can get 800... Well, okay. No, never mind. Yeah, this one. You can get 400 5-star shards for the top 10%. So, 400 shards there. Then if we look at the 4-star basic, you get 200 shards here, along with some shards from duplicating 4-star champions, right? But let's just call it 200 for right now, just to keep it simple. So that's the 200 plus the 400 here. That's 600. And then if you go for, instead of going for the 2,000 5-star shards, if you go for the 1,000 5-star shards, that's still 1,600 5-star shards right there. Like, that's close enough, man, you know? Considering it probably takes about the same amount of time. Well, I don't know. Actually, it's going to vary for everybody, so I can't really speak for the time of it. But still, like, it's not that much difference in time, and you get a lot more units going the other way, the other route, versus just sticking to this arena. This arena, it does give you the 5-star. Why can't I click on it? There we go. Gives you the possibility to get a 5-star boost, which this kind of complicates things, because if you grind for featured champions, then having a 5-star boost can actually be really valuable too and save you units. So, you know, it's not totally cut and dry. There's other factors that go into it, and like I said, everyone's roster is different, so it's going to change for everybody. But typically, I stick to the 4-star arenas. BG, I do not see any Abyss content in fight menu. Can you help me out? You have to be a Cavalier. I'm not sure if you're a Cavalier yet, but if you are, you'll see it in the same area where Realm of Legends is. Should I focus on maxing out 2 stars or level and rank up my best for quest progression? If I should level and rank up my best champions, when should I max out 2 and 3 stars? You mostly want to focus on the champions that will help you get through content, and then any additional rank up resources that you have on the side. That's when you should rank up the 2 and 3 stars. If you are an arena grinder that wants to grind all of the arenas, including the 2 and 3 star arenas, it can be a good idea to make a temporary sacrifice and focus on some of those champions first, you know, and then go back to ranking up your best ones. But in general, most people just stick to ranking up your best champs. BG, what's up? I have a question for the Banana Master. Wait, free-to-play Master. How long would you say it would take to get from 0 to 7k units total? Plan on using that for 6.4 for a run of Abyss. If you grind all the milestones in every single arena, It takes, you'll get that done in 4 weeks. You might have a little bit more than 7K units even in that time. If you're not grinding every milestone out of all of the arenas, it's going to take longer. I can't really say. Depends on how much you grind, you know. But yeah, you can get upwards of 2,000 units a week. Technically, a little bit more is possible, but just to keep it simple, about 2K a week if you really grind it out. I know that every arena points, everyone's arena points will be different, but how many points in the 6-star arena would I need to put up consistently to get 1K 5-star shards? It's usually like 6.5-ish million. I don't know if that's changed. It's a good idea to try to push to like the 7.5 million milestone, I think. That way you know you're getting it, and you're also getting the next milestone as well. If that's too much too, like you don't have to do that either. A good strategy is just to stick to what's most efficient. So, I mean, clearly I don't always get the 1K 5-star shards. I'm not even close right now. But I will put up 1,000,000 points just with my 6-star champions, just because it's fast. It's very efficient, and I'll get 200 5-star shards from the ranked rewards for doing that, along with some other goodies along the way. OBG, you wanted to ask why 5-star Sabretooth over 6-star. The only reason I'm going with the 5-star over the 6-star is because of the gates in 6.2.5, where I need to bring in 4 mutant champions. Actually, that's not the only reason. It's also cheaper to rank up the 5-star version. I had a rank up gem. I have an abundance of mutant rank up gems. If I didn't have the mutant rank up gems, it would not be cheaper for me to rank up the 5-star. And yeah, it would have made the decision more difficult for me. But because I have an abundance of mutant rank up gems, and because it'll help me in for the mutant gates, 5-star is where it's at. Open up battle chips 1 million and got 1,400 units. It's RNG BG. It is RNG, yeah, but the milestones from the arena, there's no RNG there. It's guaranteed. When I say about 2,000 a week, I am factoring in battle chips, but only so much of that is only so much of the 2,000 is RNG. And that's, you got a little bit below average, but it's not that far below. Over the long run, battle chips, it's fairly consistent. It's just you have to open up a lot of crystals for it to be consistent, you know? How is it up in this joint? Good, I guess. I don't know. That's not too bad. I was thinking of doing the 12 million points every arena now for both battle chips and units. 5-star shards would just be a bonus, so I might get 2K shards with 12 mil. No. Yeah, exactly what Cloud of Contempt said. I think that's closer to 13 or 14 mil. Higher than that even. I don't know what it's up to these days, but I think it's I think it's gone above 14 mil. I actually don't remember. I don't remember completely, but yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of times it's above 14. I'm just gonna skip ahead. I was gonna time this person out, but I don't know. We might as well just ban them. Spamming some nonsense. You come back on a different name, Peter Parker. My alliance mates opened 200k battle chips and got over 900 units. They got very lucky. 900 units out of 200,000 battle chips is very, very lucky. Congrats to them. We've all gotten lucky from battleships from time to time, but then we also all get unlucky from time to time as well. So it all kind of balances out. It'd be interesting to... It'd be interesting. Like, I used to keep track of it for a while. Like, for the first few million battleships that I opened, I would keep track of how much gold and how many units I got out of them. It'd be interesting. Like, I stopped doing that, but it'd be interesting to see if I kept doing that and then compare that to other people who have done that. And I mean, I guess we don't necessarily need for me to even do that, just in general, to see like real like large quantities, like 50 million battleships, and compare versus like if there's a few people that opened up 50 million battleships worth of worth of the arena crystals. Just see how things compare. See the difference between some players. See the difference between getting lucky and unlucky compared to average and stuff like that. And it would set a more accurate average by looking at that stuff. I feel like the average that is in my head of approximately 1,800 per million battleships is pretty accurate, but of course, it's just by my own data of like 3 to 5 million battleships or something like that. I think it was more than that. I don't remember how many battleships in total I kept track of. Anyway, put up 15.5 million to be safe. Yeah, see, that's the thing about that arena is the 2005 star shards. It's nice to get, but man, you have to climb so much higher than the milestones to get it these days. I'd rather just put that time into other arenas, you know? Ryan, do you have to factor in these 6-star shards? Or you're saying you do have to factor in the 6-star shards that you get over time that adds up? Yeah, you're right. They do add up, but I've considered that. And hold on, we'll do a little bit of math on it after I get out of this fight. Hang on, actually I clicked next fight, didn't I? We'll after this round, we'll go do a little bit of math. Because yeah, like that was something that I thought about early on when deciding what to do in the arenas, and to me the amount of 6-star shards that you get is just not significant enough. Alright, actually screw it, we'll go now. So, let's see. The difference is pretty simple. It's a difference of 100 shards, unless you're going for the champion, but just assuming you're going for milestones, the 1k 5-star shards or 2k 5-star shards with 100 or 200 6-star shards. So, let's assume that you're very consistent in the arenas. And every single round of the arena throughout the entire year, you either, you would, one person gets this milestone and another person gets this milestone. So that is 200, or let's do it this way. That's 52 weeks in a year, right? 2 rounds of the arena per week. So 104 rounds of the arena times the 100 6-star shards. That is 10,400 6-star shards. That is one single 6-star, basically, that you get to open up. More for getting this milestone. Now, if you think about all of the different, everything else that you're giving up, the units and stuff like that, I feel like you could just spend those units to make up the difference. And of course, you technically do get a little bit extra 5-star shards, and opening up the 5-star crystals can give you a little bit extra shards, but still. The point is, I don't think it's... I still feel like it's better to go after the units and then spend those units getting other things, whether that's being spent on... I don't know, I hate to say spend on calf crystals, but spend it on like special offers that may include shards or catalysts or something like that. I'd rather do it that way. But hey, everybody's different, you know, and however you want to handle it is up to you ultimately at the end of the day. Yuki sent over 3 of them Polish bucks saying, Brian, there are rumors circling about a place where revives can be farmed. Have you heard about anything about it? Someone had asked earlier in the stream about it, but no, I personally don't know of any such location. But news travels pretty fast, so I'm sure it's only a matter of time. But dude, thank you very much for the 3. Sorry, I don't have any info to share about it. BG, why do basic arenas only give you 1 sig on a champion and no ISO or shards? Just the way it is. It's good in a way because it lowers the value of the basic. There's a lot of people that would like to get more ISO and shards for duplicating their champions, but it actually lowers the cutoff. Because if you already have the champion, especially if you already have the champion awakened, there's less reason to go after the basic, right? But yeah, I don't know. That's just the way Kabam designed it. Maybe that's what they had in mind. Maybe they didn't want to make it as valuable for that reason or for another reason. That's just the way it's always been. Will we be doing Abyss of Legends stream or no? I'll be raiding Legacy's Abyss of Legends stream if that helps. But I won't be doing a stream of it myself anytime soon, no. Speaking of, we'll probably head over there pretty soon. I guess like 10 more minutes, and then we'll go. If you guys got anything else you want to talk about for the next 10 questions or whatever. But then after that, yeah, we are going to head over to Legacies. Yeah. Okay, busy man. Yeah, sorry if you wanted to see that from me. I'm sorry. But there's other people that will be that stream it, you know. He still has 10 fights left? Wow, that's more than I thought. I don't know. I might still... Alright, we'll see then. Maybe I won't end early. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I won't end early. Almost at 100k subs. Do you have any plans for a special stream or vid? Possibly. That's all I'm going to say. Best tips for Uncollected. I'm stuck at 5.2.4. That quest is tough. That's when stuff really starts to get real, man. But best tips for that quest in particular, getting around masochism. There's a few characters in this game that just get around masochism in general. My preferred one is Omega Red. When you build up spores on the opponent, they can no longer shrug off debuffs, and then you can parry freely. There's a couple others, but you know, they're kind of specific characters. Just in general, a way to better play around masochism is to prevent the opponent from healing. If you pick up the Despair Mastery, if you max out the Despair Mastery, it's a great investment. It's a little bit steep at first, but it's a great investment to max out the Despair Mastery just in general in this game. And then play champions that apply lots of debuffs. For example, I was just using Gwenpool. Gwenpool has lots of bleeds that she can trigger. And if you're triggering those bleeds on the opponent, you are kind of consuming the cooldown for Masochism, and you get to parry as you would normally in any other quest, while also preventing the healing because of how many debuffs you have on the opponent. That's the way the Despair Mastery works. The number of debuffs you have prevents the healing. So there's a number of characters that work pretty well that way. Or just blocking and baiting out heavy attacks to get your openings with playing characters that don't trigger debuffs, but having high block proficiency instead. That can be a good way to get through that content. But in general, yeah, it's just very tough. You also just might need more time. Might need to take your time with it, and just kind of build up your roster a bit more. Rank up a couple of more champions. Gets pretty tough. And just save resources slowly over time. You'll be able to kind of complete each quest by saving up resources and saving units that way. Gwenpool helped me get Uncollected. Same. Today I got Captain Bay to say Jenna Tools. Did you see that? I was there for that, yeah. I was there for that, Eddie. I would have just said it, man. That's why I just said it right now. Jenna Tools. I don't mind. It's the first name Jenna, last name Tools. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of the other names that people like to get people to say, though, I maybe would not say. I definitely would not say. Some of them are offensive. Some of them are like racial slur type things, you know. But there's no harm in Jenna Tools. It's just funny. BG, do you have a path in mind for item list tomorrow? I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know where I want to go. I'm leaning more towards 6.2.5, the Mordo quest. It's been a long time. Be nice to get back to it. And I'm thinking about the tech path. But we'll see. I don't really know. BG, super important question. What happens to my banana bush after it has matured for a year? Is there a banana tree? It looks a little something like this. How it grows big old balls. BG will call them eyes. They are balls. Yeah, basically. Working on my 4-star Omega Red duped. Nice. Yeah, that's a great character just in general. It's better if you're able to have the Suicide Masteries for Omega Red, but he's still good even without them. Yeah. Why aren't you doing the Abyss? I'm waiting until I could do it itemless style. So I just need a few years, you know. EG is a player with not a lot of time. Should I be prioritizing arenas or exploring Act 4 and 5 in the event quests? Oof. Probably my advice is to spend your energy, like your natural energy. It's tough, man. It's a tough question, actually. Okay, so if you don't mind spending some money, it'd be a good idea to you know, spend some units on energy refills and try your best to get through the quests until you get stuck, type of thing. But if you don't want to spend money, if you want to avoid that, then spend your energy whenever you're able to log in, and then from there play the arena. I recommend focusing on the the monthly event quest, since that's temporary content, whereas the story quest will always be there, it becomes complicated. Like, if you're able to push to get a new title, like Uncollected, for example, if you're able to do that, then you technically like accumulate better rewards over time. So it's a good idea to push for that stuff when you can, but also don't stress it too much. So yeah, in general, the free-to-play route is just to dump your energy, then go play Arena. If you don't mind spending, dump your energy, and then pick up a few refills, a few energy refills. The one other downside about getting like energy refills is you might advance along too quickly in the story content. If you buy enough energy refills to go through the story content, you'll eventually hit a point where you just hit a wall. And it's very, very difficult to progress until you are able to take more time to kind of slow down and wait for some other resources to come in to rank up your champions. Which is how Kabam gets you, you know? You spend a bit to get the energy refills, and then you need to spend a bit to get the champions, spend a bit to get the special offers to rank up the champions, you know? It's a pretty good system Kabam has going, you know? Pretty good system. BG, what are your initial thoughts on the Colin Namor nerfs or rebalances? I have a long video that I'm going to be rendering after my stream tonight that talks all about all the balance changes. In general, the short version is I'm not super happy about it, but they're minor changes, so it's really not a big deal. It's not going to affect the game too much, but I do wish that they would have done some other things with the champions. And yeah, I don't want to say any more than that, just because I just talked about it a bunch in past live streams, and again, I'll have a video about it that I'll post later. What about Humongous for a name? There's nothing wrong with Humongous at all. It's a great name. Sup BG and sup chatters. Hope everyone is having a good night. Same to you, man. I'll find a sneaky way to get you to say one. Nothing too bad and definitely not too offensive. Okay, I appreciate it. Huge jazz, yeah. There we go. Some of them are really good. Some of them are funny, man. I just don't like the ones that are, you know, they're literally just trying to get you to say a racial slur. It's like, okay, I'm going to ban you. I wish I could do a Mo voice, Henach, but I can't. Hold on, I'll check. Calls out. Huge ass. Somebody check the men's room for a huge ass. Yeah. Dude, what about Seymour Butts? Seymour Butts is the classic. As a kid, just the word butt was so funny that I would be rolling hearing something like Seymour Butts. Butt is still a funny word to me. I'm an adult man and I will always find butt, just the word butt, to be funny. Like, I used to get, I was actually, I'd be like pissed when they would show a movie on TV and they wouldn't say the word ass. Instead, they would say the word butt. They would like dub over with butt. But then at some point in life, I just found that to be even funnier. Maybe it was because of like the bad dubbings that they do for like Home Alone is a good example. If you ever watch Home Alone on TV, at one point Buzz, I can't remember the line exactly, but I think he's something along the lines of like, I'd rather kiss my own butt or something like that. It's just terrible, but it's great. But yeah, I don't know. It went from like saying the word butt, you're not as cool as if you would just say the word ass. You're way cooler for that. And then it was like, I don't care about being cool, man. Butt is a funny word. BG, with these Abyss questions, I can honestly say I haven't seen this much peer pressure since I was forced to turn into a Cambodian cannibal and eat my own kneecap. What? What the heck? Oh, man. I know. So much pressure. I need to get in there in 2025. Do a Mr. Burns impression, BG? Man, I'm not very good at any impressions, but okay, sure. Excellent. That's the best I got. Don't forget you owe us a cosmic prank up before you end the stream. Oh, I'll give you a cosmic prank up. It'll be such a prank that it won't even be a cosmic champion. I'm not. Sorry, man. I'm not gonna do a cosmic rank up. Actually, I'm gonna be ranking up after stream. I'm gonna be ranking up Sabertooth, my 5-star Sabertooth, to help out in my itemless adventures. But I want to record a video on that, so yeah. I'll do that after stream. I have 1.92 million points on ice. You think I'll get them? I think so, Rudy. But if you're able to go higher at all, you know, there's no guarantees in the arena. Almost no guarantees unless you go absurdly high. But I've got my prediction there at 1.7. I don't know if it's accurate, but the best I can do as far as a prediction goes. So. Somebody went to high school with, got a teacher to say that a huge assembly as part of a raffle thing by writing that down on his slip. Beautiful stuff. Wait, which one was that? Oh, Mike Hawk? Yeah. Oh, man. That's another classic right there. Hashtag Legacy Raid. Oh, we'll be doing a Legacy Raid in a bit. You scared me for a second there, Eddie. I thought you were saying that Legacy is done and he's raiding me. He's not doing that, right? He won't be stopping, I'm sure. He better not be. Let me go check in on him, just in case. Let's see. Oh, no. Looks like he just started fighting Red Skull for the update on Lags' run. Ben Dover sending over a buck. Thank you, Ben. Mr. Dover. Saying Void or Hyperion to rank 4, Tier 2 Alpha impossible? Wait, what? What does this mean? Tier 2 Alpha impossible. Void or Hyperion rank 4, question mark, Tier 2 Alpha impossible. Does that mean you don't have Tier 2 Alpha, or what's the deal here? Ben Dover, you'll have to explain. But yeah, it depends on the situation. They're both great champions. Void, I think in the average situation, Hyperion's probably the way to go, but if you need Void's utility, where he's reversing healing or power gain or incinerate immunity, or you have the synergy with Killmonger where you can actually heal, then Void can definitely be a great option. But personally, I end up using Hyperion more just because I don't always need Void's utility. And Hyperion will end fights faster and has built-in regen. to save me on resources. But seriously, they're both great options. I just don't know what the tier 2 alpha impossible thing means. But I hope that helps, at least some. Thank you for the buck. Bend over. BG, I'm not sure you remember. There's a chapter in Variant 2, I think 1.3, the one with Poison and Starburst, that you need to use Gulk. Can this chapter be done with a 4-star Gulk? Yes. Yeah, I think there was, it was only like one path, and I don't think it was that long, if I remember correctly. I think I remember the layout of that map, where there was like an outer loop that, oh, I guess I did it opposite for you guys. It would go like, I think you started at like the south, and you would like wrap around the outside. And I think you need a poison immune champion for that too. But the Starburst path, I think there was only like 4 fights or something like that. You can do it with a 4-star, assuming that 4-star is 550. You might need to use a few resources just because, you know, it is tough content still. So you might want to be ready to use a few potions if need be or something. But yeah, can absolutely be done with a 4-star. He has Bishop, Sim Supreme Massacre, Omega Red, Hype, Killmonger, and Karnak before Collector. Got it. Well, I guess I'm going to be streaming until my normal time anyway now, because we're only like 8 minutes away from when I normally end anyway, so. Hi BG, bye BG, modding lag stream. Alright, sounds good, Roboto. Tell him I'll be over there soon. Actually had a teacher in high school whose name was Bend Over, no lie. Oh, why would their parents do that to them? Oh, God. There's certain names like that where you could get away with it. Like, Mike Hawk. That's actually like a badass name. If your last name is Hawk, you know, it's like, it's funny. People don't, like, I don't know, maybe you still would get made fun of it, but I feel like, or made fun of for it, but I feel like I'd be proud if that was my name, you know? Whereas, like, Ben Dover, as an adult, I wouldn't really care, but, man, getting to adulthood, it'd probably be torture, and it'd probably scar me for life, you know? You'd probably get picked on quite a bit for having the name Bend Over growing up. I was trying to think like maybe if you were maybe if you like played a lot of sports or something like that, maybe, you know, people wouldn't pick on you. But no, thinking about like if you're playing football, people would try to get you to bend over. You know? No lie, my last name is Imhoff. Is that how you say that? Imhoff? And my uncle is Jack. Wait, so that is that Imhoff then? Uncle's Jack. That is not a lie. I had bad school years. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. It is a funny name, but I'm sorry that you didn't have a good time with it. Just know that when I'm laughing, it's not at you. It's just a funny situation. I wouldn't make fun of you for it. Ben Dover is an actual top male porn star. Yeah, I believe it. GG, thoughts on the Human Torch buff? I was planning to rank up my Human Torch, but I thought he was niche champ. That's good only for Mystics. Is he a no-brainer rank up now? No. it helps him. It definitely helps him, but I wouldn't say it's a no-brainer rank up. He's a good champion to rank up, but I think I think he still will be a bit of a niche champion where players are going to use him in specific cases, like fighting mystics. I think the situation where it helps the most is, one, you just really like playing Torch. You like using the entire Fantastic Four because they are fun to use, and I like that team myself. Or two, you don't have a ton of rank up options, but Torch is one of them, and Torch is one of your highest ranked champions. Like okay, for example, personally I have a bunch of champions ranked up, right? So if I ranked up Torch, I would only use him in specific situations. But if he's maybe your third champion that you're taking up to like rank 5 or something like that, or whatever rank is your highest. He's one of your 3 champions that's ranked up at that level. So you would be using him not only in situations where he really shines. You'd probably be using him in a lot of situations. And yeah, in that case, if he's one of your best rank up options, he is still good to rank up, and this just makes him that much better, I guess. But I wouldn't call it a no-brainer rank up. I still think he's a little bit on the niche side. Wow, I'm surprised that heavy attack worked. Yep, there we go. That's what I thought would happen. Miss, miss, miss. Okay, and you said I laugh too? Okay, alright, alright. That's good, man. As long as you laugh at it. I feel like anything you can laugh at, it really takes the sting from it, you know? Everybody gets made fun of for one reason or another, but as long as you're able to laugh. It's life, man. Nobody's perfect. Actually, that was a weird thing to say about a name. But I mean, I was thinking more along the lines of like, for the Summoner Showdown, when I goofed the words, or when the host Josh goofed the words too, when he said Summoner Showdown, he just laughed at it, you know. Need help on becoming Uncollected. I've been trying for a year and I just can't. I don't. It's hard for me to offer help without knowing exactly what's giving you the most trouble. Where are you currently at? Maybe I can offer some advice if I know that. And what are your best champions? Let's start there. Hey BG, is Mephisto any good? I can't seem to pull any other decent champs. Hang on, I got something in my eye. Okay, BG, is Mephisto any good? I can't seem to pull any other decent Mystic champs as a 5-star. Is he worth a rank up? Mephisto is pretty good, yeah. It's hard to say exactly how good. It's hard to put into words. Like, he is pretty good. He's not amazingly, mind-blowingly good. Some people have definitely gotten use out of ranking up their Mephisto. If you really need a Mystic champion ranked up, then he's fine to rank, but I also think that a lot of people get by without using certain class types. And especially the Mystic class type, because there was a Mystic drought for new champions, for Mystics. I would say a lot of people got by without playing any Mystics for a while. So if you actually need a Mystic for something, then yeah, he's not terrible to rank up. But if you're just ranking him up just because you're trying to even out your, like just trying to balance out your rank ups between different class types or something like that, you can get by without ranking him, you know. But he's got some good utility. He's actually immune to is it Cold Snap? It's not both Frostbite and Cold Snap, is it? Hold on. Let's go look. It's been a while since I looked at Mephisto, actually. And of course, he has power gain. It's pretty fun to play with. There's some good synergies for the character, too, that make him better to play, even though he doesn't necessarily need it. Let's see. He's immune to poison. I forgot about that, too. He's got incinerate damage, which sometimes comes in handy. Oh, that's right. He's not immune to the cold snap. He just disables it. That's what he does. Right? Or is he immune? Oh, wait. Okay. Generates 12% of a power bar per second instead of taking incinerate damage, and immune to frostbite and cold snap. Okay, it was right there. It was just, I'm used to seeing that in like a separate line. That's weird the way why'd they word it like that? What? Like, okay. Normally, when they talk about immunities for a character, they'll put the immunities together. Like the frostbite and cold snap thing would be in the line where they also say immune to poisons. Immune to poison, all known poisons in the battle realm. Or they would start with the frostbite or something maybe. Immune to frostbite, cold snap, and all known poisons in the battle realm. It's weird that that's attached to the same line about generating 12% of a bar of power instead of taking incinerate energy damage. Anyway, whatever. Not a big deal. But yeah, so he's got some good immunities. The only problem with Mephisto is that his damage is a bit low. His overall stats are fine. It's just in total his damage is a little bit on the low side. So players generally don't like playing Mephisto. They favor other characters. You will end up taking more damage over the long run because of the low damage output, but he can also tank specials because of his persistent charges and stuff like that too. He's all around. I really enjoy Mephisto as a character, actually. It's just, yeah, his damage output isn't that high. All right. Anyway, it's time to spin out some crystals. Hold on. Someone was asking about Uncollected. I wanted to make sure I can get back to their comment. I guess he just completed his Fantastic Four rank 5 team. Dude, nice. Because he gains power from them while being immune. He doesn't gain power from the cold snap stuff, though, right? That's separate, I think. Wait, who was the person asking about? Okay, Rudy, let me see. Okay, I'm in Act 5, Chapter 1 on Electro. My best champs are 4-star Loki, Awaken rank 5, Thor Ragnarok, Awaken rank 5, Cable Awaken rank 5, Spider-Man Stark Enhanced Awaken rank 5, and 5 stars top are Blade rank 3, Red Hulk rank 3. Okay. Well, I hate to say it, man, but some of the champions that you have ranked up, they're just not that powerful. That might be why you're having some trouble. It's possible to get through the content with champions like Loki and Thor Ragnarok and Cable, but that's making the challenge more difficult for you, for sure, compared to some of the other more powerful champions in the game. So you might need to take some more time to, you know, rank up some other champions that'll be more helpful. I don't know who you have currently. I don't know if you have any rank up resources, but if I were to just at a glance, out of what you're saying here, I would say that is what's making it so difficult. So yeah, my advice is just to, it sucks, but be a little bit patient, get some other champions ranked up, and yeah, hopefully that will help. BG, do you see a Doom getting rebalanced in the future? I was planning on hunting him in the future crystals since I can't seem to pull any decent mystics. Worth the risk? Prior to these updates, I would have said no. I don't think Doom is going to get rebalanced, but we really don't know. He's a powerful champion, but I think even if they do rebalance him, I don't think they would kill the character, you know? I think those days are done. Where in the past they had like a severe nerf to some of the older characters like Doctor Strange or something. So I think no matter what, Doom is always going to be a good character. If anything, maybe they would just like tweak one of his stats or something like that. But I think he's always going to be a good character. That said, I don't really know. And as far as it worth it being the risk to go for featured crystals, I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of featured crystals to begin with. So yeah, I just like going for basics. I don't think any champion's worth the risk. There are so many good champions in this game. But if you really want him, it is the best chance to get him. So BG, who did you rank up today? No one yet. I will be ranking up Sabretooth after the stream. Just make a video out of it. I could show you all my 4 stars and my 5 stars. Yeah, man, it's kind of hard to say like who you should rank up and stuff, but do you have any other champions that you like to play? Actually, I hate to say it, but it is getting to be a little bit late, and I do need to end the stream, so we can maybe pick this conversation up during another stream. But yeah, that I would say is the problem. Still really wish they would have given Sue the ability to maintain invisibility on parry. It's the only thing that keeps people from using her offensively, and it wouldn't affect her defense at all. Yeah, I kind of talk about Invisible Woman a little bit in my rebalance video. I don't talk about her a ton because I still need to learn Invisible Woman more myself. Because I think she has potential. The one thing I do say in the video is that that synergy, like the synergy and just even the idea of parrying to keep invisibility. Yeah, to me it almost feels counterintuitive to the character. Where I don't like, because they mention that the synergy, they want to wait and see how the Mr. Fantastic or the Fantastic Four synergy. They want to see what that does for Sue and how players react to it and stuff like that. And yeah, to me that synergy is just a little bit counterintuitive. I don't think many players are, you know. Yeah, anyway, I'll talk about it in the video. I spent enough time trying to word it right in the video. I probably failed there in some regard too, but if you can keep invis without chance to fail, it'd be way OP. I agree. I agree. There definitely needs to be a way for it to fail. I guess I would have just preferred a different type of synergy. I guess I do kind of skip over it a bunch, so I will talk about it for just a moment here before I head out. So parries are very deliberate, and it feels like you're really trying to avoid parrying with Invisible Woman. So it feels weird to then suddenly be like, okay, now parries are good, but maybe not so good because it's still a risk, and it's such a long build-up with Invisible Woman that it just feels weird. So instead of that synergy, I would have preferred it to be either some sort of safety net or like a safety net to maybe keep some of the charges or allow you to stay invisible. Just like a chance to stay invisible or something like that instead of a chance on parry, but just chance in general. A lower chance than the 85% that they give you. Or what was I gonna say? Just to like either ramp her up a little bit faster, or almost like Man Thing. He has a synergy where he starts out with a set amount of his charges. If every time you started, like you went invisible, like your first time going invisible, not the wording of her abilities are weird. Anyway, where you would like start out with a certain number of debuffs on the opponent, something like that. Maybe that would be too OP for some situations too, though. It's kind of weird. You can easily mistakenly parry while dexing pretty easily. It happens sometimes, yeah, and I think I do mention that in the video. I can't remember. I mentioned in one of the videos that I recorded, I mentioned that, but I don't remember if it's in this one. But still, most times when you're trying to parry, it's a deliberate move that you're making. Maybe make Dex's stack more than one vulnerability. Yeah, something like that. PG, where's the rant video about the changes? So it's not a rant video, or maybe it will be seen as one. I don't know. I tried to. It's messed up because I try my best to like calmly talk about the changes because it's really not that big of a deal. All of these changes. There's just some things that I would have preferred to be done like a little bit differently, you know? So I try my best to not make it like rant style, but at the same time, there are portions of the video where I'm trying to talk quickly, or even if it's not coming out quickly, in my mind I'm like, the video is taking too long. I need to speed along here, and in some cases it is gonna sound ranty, I'm sure, but it's not my intention. PG, love how you give honest advice and don't sugarcoat your views. Hope you have a good night and great stream again. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, on that note, I am going to head out of here. I will be back tomorrow during the daytime. So, we're also, by the way, don't leave just yet. We're going to raid Lags' stream. Let me get a link. Unless you already have it. Or unless you're just going to bed. You don't have to raid, but still. I'll be back during the daytime for an itemless stream tomorrow, and then at nighttime to hopefully test Nova. I hope I get him. I hope I don't blow it. That'd be sad. Oh my god. Here we go. Alright, I've got the link. Alright, here we go. Onward to Lags. He's on his way to finishing up the Abyss. Sorry, I almost called it the Labyrinth. He's on his way to finishing up the Abyss 100%. He's almost done. He's on the final path. He's got, I don't know, something like 8 or 9 fights to go, something like that. And yeah, support him if you can. Cheer him on. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Jay Divine, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D, along with all of the other people that sent over their support. It is appreciated. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.